Way.
Oh shit, bro. It's like I'm in
bro.
there, man.
You're
It's
actually
crazy.
in a that's
I'm
a weird
in.
way to
Oh,
start. No, I can
all right.
see
My
you.
bad.
No,
Okay.
it
My bad.
happens, man. It happens,
My bad.
man. Pay the
I was
nurse on
hiding
the way
behind the
out.
tequila. There you
Yeah.
go.
No, yo.
Savage AF, y'all. You know what it is. That's the show for you. Frock your feelings. Facts matter. We don't cuss until 5 minutes in. I'm Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? I'm Shang. What's going on? It's been
That's what it is, yeah.
it's been a hell of a time. We're going to talk about the shit that we talk about, but I'm gonna let you know we're on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time during the week, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Also, we're all
live
over
on
the
YouTube.
place.
YouTube and
on
Facebook.
YouTube, which is scrolling. As you can see, it's scrolling down there.
If
And
you
we're
ever miss us
also
live.
on, there we go. We got people already jumping into the feed. But check this out. Okay. When you go to the page and you say to yourself, what should I do when I get to the page as you see it scrolling and you're a new person that never seen it, when you press the thing and then you click the little bell.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. And hey, and that's not all you do. Say you're already there. You're looking at some videos. You're going, wow, these are fantastic. Might as well do this. Beast mode all day, every day. That's how I roll. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like Slim Jims.
That's what it is, man. So yeah, if you miss us live, you're suffering from a concussion. So make sure you get to the YouTube page. But also know that we're on Facebook and can always use your support there. Metabook Face Place World Place thing.
I don't think it's Metabook Face Place World. Isn't that a basketball player?
Well, they changed their name, the bigger company name, to try and hide from their
corruption.
The fact that they were just insurrection.com.
Yeah.
for the past 2 years.
But we support whitecriminal.com.
Yeah, that's exactly. But we are on there. Speaking of white criminals, wait, that's not us. Savage A.F.
I'm light skinned, but nigga, don't
but I'm still a dark nigga.
Inside, you know what I'm saying? My heart's black, you know what I'm saying? Acorn all up in the chest.
Say Savage A.F. on that Facebook for you. Also, I'm glad you got into the hymnals, Shang, because I was just going to take a time of remembrance for all the fallen comedians who have gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
Due to a lack of following.
And God said,
on a space we call the IG.
If you believe in the Bible and you want your life to go better,
to go right,
you need to.
Wow.
No, you need to
follow us on Instagram. All that was really a
that was really unnecessary. We're both atheists, so I don't know why that.
For comedians, we're pretty dramatic.
Right. That was just making it more interesting for you.
Blaspheme.
Follow at Black Pedro. And make sure you follow at comedian.
You know what this is.
SHANG Shang. You know what it is.
The G because the G is in them. Man, speaking of followings. Speaking of followings, man, we appreciate all you for being here today. Bronda, Breezy, Damani, Miss No Slick is in it. Maya, Evelyn Gatlin got the guns. Treehead, which just sounds like Sex in the Forest.
I don't know.
Like, man, I was out in the woods, man.
And this girl,
I
climbed up the tree.
Man, I got some treehead and
nigga. Crazy. It was crazy, man. That tree will not keep hanging around my house now.
Lady Knox, you might need to tell us the origins of that treehead nickname. Otherwise,
now I need y'all to check us out live too. We got some shows coming up. If you are in the Tucson or Arizona area, this is the first one we're gonna let you know about. we will be doing the LOL Comedy Jam Friday, August 19th at 9 p.m. at The Rock. Be myself, hosted by Rob Rodriguez, and featuring Black Pedro, aka I Sell Toothpaste Pictures.
Look at that's like, hey,
yeah,
you can leave your kids with me; they'll be fine.
Yeah. So make sure you check them out. Also, I'll be at the Comedy Chateau this week. I'll be there 8, 5, and 10, and then next week 8, 7 to 7:30, and 8, 12, and 13 at 7:30 p.m. working on a Colbert set. So if you come see me, I'm going to actually be working on the Colbert set to submit for Colbert because I was asked to submit for Colbert.
There you go, bro. Go get it, man. Treehead confirmed she is exactly like Sex in the Forest. AJ Fit, what up? He says, sounds like what hippies did.
AJ Fit. Ah!
Somebody got to water the plants.
Ah! Yeah, somebody. That was nasty as hell, Pedro. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Roger Stacker, thank you for the endorsement. Go
yeah.
see Shane. You know he's funny as fuck. We're past the 5-minute mark. Yay, curse time.
Curse time.
Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Paper, comedian Shane. Suck my dick. I'm sorry.
just cussing for no reason. Like, eat my balls, bitch. No, facts do matter. And even in a world where people are condoning the big lie, we don't condone the big lie. I just want y'all to know that and the big lie, we know what the big lie is. Trump and all his Trumpettes or Trumplicans that assume that we're down with them, because we're not, and assume that reality is not supposed to be real. Trump's not president. Biden's president, sort of. Sort of. He's trying to be thugged out right now, but sort of. But yeah, we appreciate y'all following us. Definitely follow us. And if you like comedy, I was going to say this. If you like comedy and you got YouTube, there's this young man. Today he has on turquoise. Turquoise, if you want. if you will.
If you are French, it is turquoise.
It's a turquoise. Which sounds like the next phase of monkeypox.
We're into the turquoise.
Gonna get it. That I saw with that shit. I got a little bump on my face and went, and then I thought, shit, no, I cut myself. So I want to let y'all know. Go to YouTube and put in Black and Pedro, and watch his comedy special with Funny Media Group.
Yeah. And I've got an endorsement here for you. Damani Jones said, I seen your comedy special, Pedro. It was cool. You got me with that cancer joke. Hey, that's what I do, man. Breezy JJ's also confirms. I appreciate y'all for watching it, man.
But definitely. If you get a chance, watch it.
Miss Adverb in the building.
Oh yeah, Miss Adverb, aka I'm so frightened of her.
She hates Farhad.
And make sure if you got Tubi, we got the special on Tubi, Shangry. Go to Tubi if you got Amazon, if you got Apple TV, if you got Google TV, if you got iTunes, if you got Tubi, watch Shangry on there. Tubi's free, so y'all should go definitely check it out. Yes.
Thank you, Bronda. Thank you, Treehead. I appreciate y'all with the endorsements.
So make sure you watch it, and also make sure you hit the link. All right, so we're gonna get into it, but there's one more thing I just wanted to say. When y'all come, I know a couple people hit me up for the Tucson show. Yes, the Tucson show and the 19th and the 20th. Pedro is on both shows. We're just promoting. I have the flyer done, which you saw him with the face. The other flyer will be coming because somebody asked me about that. Yes, we will be in Casa Grande, Arizona, on the 20th. And I will make sure I'll let y'all know the details on that. So let's get into the show. Let's get on the rundown, on the run up. Get on the rundown.
Yeah, get it on the good foot. You know what it is, man. Yeah. Sorry we missed you guys yesterday, but we're here for you. We're right back at it. It is Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022 in the time-space continuum.
2020.
I am Black Pedro. This is comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. This is Savage AF. We're going to end today with Shangry.
Yes.
How in the fuck do they still have a job? How in I know we go someplace, you've been
Yes.
places and you how the
How
fuck
in the wide world
who
of fuck?
hired him? Who hired this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Before we get into that, your Black page will pop in today. We're going to talk about the lucky number 7.
What? Wait a minute. Hold up.
Decent many. There you
7.
go.
I cut my hand here. I cut my face.
What you doing?
I don't know what the fuck I'm
listening to all that dragon jazz,
I
man.
was listening to hip hop today. I was listening to hip hop today.
What, Onyx?
Yesterday. No, yeah, that's true. I do like Onyx. Yeah, and no, I wanted to say that I was there when he taped this thing, and I watched it. Just give you a view.
Oh,
even though I'm like, nigga, I know you.
Right.
So,
I know these jokes.
But no, man, your numbers is looking good, man.
Oh yeah, it's doing all right, man. I'm having fun with it. Just gonna use it to build. Before we get into the pop in today, though,
yeah, baby.
You know we ask those critical questions out here. Motherfucker, say what?
What?
Let's talk about the United States versus Idaho. Let's talk about it, okay? It's a battle going on. Speaking of battles, man, we got big trouble in Little China, maybe.
Big trouble.
Lady Nancy Pelosi has landed in Taiwan. Let's talk about it.
And the trouble begins.
Shit's about to go down.
We about to fight. We about to go to war with Russia, and we about to go to war with China.
And then just maybe
each other.
Al-QEADA again, because speaking of shit going down, the U.S. announced today, President Biden announced that they killed, one of the last remaining leaders of Al-QEADA. Basically, this was like him and Bin Laden were the, like the twins of it. Ayman al-Zawahiri.
It looks like he teaches math, but he's not.
There's an AK-47, I'm probably sure, in his lap or whatever. Yeah. But they got him with some kind of. So there was no collateral damage. Apparently, it was a drone strike. They hit him with some kind of bomb that just hit him, kind of a throat bomb. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is what happened was he went to the door and said, "Oh man, I've been waiting for this food."
The missile knocked on the door.
Missile said, "Telegram."
It stops at the door. Just dig, dig, dig. Who is it? Uber Eats. Got your tacos. He's like,
I've been hungry for that for a minute. Oh shit.
Falafel. We have your falafel. And he's like, oh shit.
But no, right now they said there's no casualties. They said that it was a very
there was one.
There was one casualty. One. And apparently the people that back this motherfucker are mad.
Ms. Averb says, no, that's the guy on the zigzag pack. For all my smokers out there, I don't know if you've ever seen it. But Carolina Boss, I saw you step into the room, and he's very happy. He's like, the war on terror is over. Everybody dead. Yay. No, we know he's
but what this does is there's two other people below him that been waiting to step
man, come
up.
on, man. This shit.
I don't know why y'all think because we iced this motherfucker that these other two psychos aren't like.
The significance is that when I'm still laughing at the zigzag, man, because now I can't unsee it.
Now it's stuck in your head.
Bring up, man, if you can pull up a zigzag logo just to, you're talking about the rolling paper, Shane.
Did you actually say that to me, motherfucker?
Shay, you know what the reefers, the kids that roll up the reefers in the grass.
Smoke the reefers?
But okay, so I guess part of the significance of this is that Bin Laden himself, Osama Bin Laden, had a list of dudes that could potentially succeed him as and follow him as leader of Al-QEADA if had he been gone, should he ever depart as he did. And not only was this guy on that list, but he was the last guy alive on that list. So Yeah, that that's kind of part of the significance of it. Yes, the reefers. Okay, I smokes them, I smells them. Sometime I eat some of the reefers.
I eat some. I eat some.
I vape some.
I've done that. I
Sometimes I
don't.
drink some.
I don't like it as
The
much.
reefers.
And Biden did come out and say, "Hey, gotcha, bitch." He did. He seemed a little swaggy. Which I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him for being swaggy, but
I don't want to infringe on anybody's music copyrights or wait. So I'll say he's got thick penis spirit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But breaking news, the dude from the zigzag bag is dead.
Zigzags are dead. They're now auditioning for new logo spokespeople. Damn, that dude kind of looked like him, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
It really do though.
Well, let's do
He's
it.
He's in this one. He's holding a pack that has his face on it.
And this,
it's like infinite zigzag. Yeah, that's really
cool. That's the same motherfucker. Let me do it again. Yep, the zigzag dude's dead. But the way they went about it, I thought shows you that it killed me when niggas like, yeah, we gonna go against the government. I wish you motherfuckers would. If they can precisely kill this motherfucker in his house and nobody else, what you think they could do to you? You say I'm in the hood representing AJ Fit, they can find you mid fucking push up. And you can say, man, I got my guns and all these motherfuckers.
He's like 3,752, 3,759.
Hey, what's that at the door? Who's that at the door? Oh yeah, what you want, man? I'm in the middle of a boom, dead. Yeah, they
well, AJ Fit, speaking of, says can't forget bobbin head Biden left $1.4 billion worth of military equipment, and they are good with the Russians and can get what they need to make all of that operational. Speaking of Al-QEADA, I mean, come on, man, we know how it goes. We train them to fight Russia. Russia trains them to fight us. We train them to fight Russia. You know what I mean? It's just go, bro. Then we end up fighting the motherfuckers we train.
Right. Why are you surprised? But the fact
and I love how he made it sound too like Biden was there and was just like, where'd I put that helicopter? God damn.
By the way, AJ Fit, I know some people, even though I don't like Biden, I'm not a big fan of Biden right now. I'm not a big fan of his old, like, shaky ass. But you can't blame every fucking thing that ever happened in the world on Biden. Yes, he got the zigzag man. Good. That's cool. But it can't be. And it can't be like, well,
all of us smokers was like, no, not the zigzag. No.
Yeah.
And then until we realized what it was.
But no. The bottom line is, and I'm gonna ask everybody here, and I'm gonna ask you this: doesn't that scare you how accurate these motherfuckers are?
Oh, brother.
How precise and surgical these motherfuckers are.
It's gonna be. They're gonna have tampon missiles, with suppository missiles.
I have such
a
heavy
go up
flow
the anus and then explode internally to reduce the.
We can float right outside the vagina, and as soon as you open your legs, we're in there.
Can you imagine a missile just knocking on your door like, "Hey, it's Uber."
Hey man, Uber, I didn't order no car. Boom.
Your app, you get a notification. It's like, prepare to meet America at the door.
I mean, that's the thing that when I saw the report, I thought, so there's nobody else they blew up? They didn't get nobody else. They got this nigga in his house,
balcony, smoking zigzag. This nigga was like, yeah, these niggas don't even know I did this motherfucker. What's that?
1 second, boom. But I know that there are two. I mean, I can't remember their names because their names are difficult anyway. There are two other people that literally are going to step into his place, and so it's not like it's a continuous thing that we got to deal with. So we got to make a new list, and AJ Fit will not be on the list.
We got condom missiles, lube missiles, Mortal Kombat missiles. Hey, man, they got so many missiles. I think they got one.
Carolina bosses are built. Who expected all the troops and not the equipment? And Nika, that ain't everything. That one of many things.
Oh no, I get it. I mean, the overall story is that the pullout of much like prom night, the pullout of Afghanistan wasn't sloppy.
Sloppy. It was a little messy, but you know what? I'm gonna be pro Biden today because you know what? Anybody that would have did it, it'd have been sloppy. Any way it goes, it wouldn't have been cool.
Carolina boss says there is no significance, just a smokescreen. We still got 100 or 1,000 wars still going on now. Waste of time, sweep around America's door. Here's the thing, man. Here's the importance. Proud to be an American. Fuck yeah. You don't never fuck with America, man. Don't care if it takes 20 years or 2,000. They fucked with the Twin Towers, man. They fucked with the Pentagon. They fucked with the field in Pennsylvania.
And once you do that,
son bitch,
I'll tell you what happens. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Everybody that you love, everybody that you know, drone strike.
Anal missiles.
You see my 2 fingers right up your
run that from Nevada, baby.
And right on the end of my fingers. Right up your ass.
Missile. We got one called the Shocker. Okay, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Okay,
right there.
Okay? I can launch that from Vegas. Okay, video game shit. Okay,
and if you want to get,
I'm at the casino. Okay,
right
after that, hookers and cocaine. Okay,
that's all I'm saying. And if you think that's wild, I'll give you the Vulcan.
Who the fuck makes the boss? The Nanu. Sometimes
right up. It's like live long until the bomb prospers up your booty hole.
I call it the pork and Mindy. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways, man, who the fuck made you the boss of Carolina, huh? America. Fuck yeah.
The shocker, the stinker. Maya Baker, I agree with you. It is on some James Bond shit. Because, no, you got to think about this. When the first thing they said was, and there were no casualties, I thought there's no fucking way. America's lying. Now, don't get me wrong. America's corrupt as fuck. We killed a bunch of motherfuckers we shouldn't have. They could blow out your back
from where they stay at. Outcast, 3 stacks.
3 stacks.
Thank you, Phenom Brown.
But I saw, you know what they're making? You know the little helicopters, the little tiny helicopters? They are actually having those. They're those as the new drones. They're really small. They're like this big. So maybe they use some of that new technology, but all I know is that these motherfuckers is not messing around. And I bet you there's a bunch of Americans right now, especially white men, that their fucking bottom is engorged because they're like, I knew it, man. Good Lord, they're killing them all.
Speaking of engorged bottoms, on a random note, Treehead, the best forest fuck you'll ever have. She said, I just saw my neighbor's entire ass when she got out the car. Her big ass was wearing a thong. We need visual evidence, okay? Come on, Treehead. Stay on the job. Pictures, please. Yeah, man. Sorry. Wash your eyes out, by the way, Treehead. We're sorry. But yeah, man. So America got some good bomb dropping in last night and plenty of limp dick swinging at the White House, I'm pretty sure right now. But
you know what, though? You know what? With this election coming up, and you got he
needed something, dog.
No. There was a few things that he actually got coming through. If they pass this one law, if they pass this, if the policy even goes through, I'm not going to, because we still got
the chip bill and
the chip bill.
Basically, he got build back better through or approve a Senate deal that is like a diet. It's like the Build Back Better Zero.
It's Build Back Better light.
Yeah, exactly.
The less
Michelob Ultra policy,
right. But so he got that. You also got to look at if the chip thing goes through. Also, with the Roe versus Wade is going to make the Republicans look bad. Also, the Republicans going to look bad by going against fucking veterans and saying "fuck you, veterans."
With the PACT Act.
Pack
in the back of the act.
Okay, and fellow comedian of ours, Jon Stewart, is not letting up. I've seen him on about 10 shows, and he's going hard.
They made him curse. He's angry.
He's going hard in the paint. And I think that with all of that different shit going on, I think that that is actually going to tip the scales. And plus, and one more thing, Herschel Mushmouth Walker. And that motherfucker's going to do a debate. He's going to do a debate. That's going to be the
bro. That's going to be the material.
We are going to cover
whoever gets it on. Yeah, whoever gets it on TV first.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, what they took all our good air. The good air went over to China. And the China good air, and then all our good air and the bad air, and it like that motherfucker.
The other day, he sound like Buckwheat sings the hits.
Every day,
dead about a day.
I watched Pedro special, and I just laughed and laughed.
He's like tights, feet times and made it.
He is so that debate is actually first he didn't say he was going to do it. Then he got called out. The pastor said, "I want to see you in the debate." And then all of a sudden he was like, "I'm no punk. Come on, let's go at it. It's gonna be horrible." And all the retarded shit he's saying. Plus we got another crazy as cat shit motherfucker. If you look at Pennsylvania, that motherfucker is a window licker if I've ever seen one. And I bet you he wears a thong made of American red, white, blue stripes, and he's crazy. So we gonna have some material, man. Herschel, I hate that it's a black against black on black crime, but it's gonna be a beat.
Oh no, that's not even Herschel Walker. Fair. He's either a cracker or a nigga that think he a cracker.
Oh no, he's definitely.
I'm gonna stick with the Outcast references, Phenom. Thank you. You either cracker or a nigga that think he a cracker. All right, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Oh, Phenom Brown, what she say? I just hope Putin don't start nuking with his big bomb he affectionately calls Satan 2.
Well, he did say that, though. He did. Did you know that, Pedro?
Well, I mean, speaking of big bombs and people you don't really want to fuck with, and we know that there is that threat. I mean, that's why nobody else in the world has really gone ham head to head at Russia over the Ukraine,
because he'd rather blow the world up than lose,
seemingly.
And right now he's losing to Ukraine. Ukraine is actually winning in a way because they thought they were going to wipe them off the planet in 2 days, and Ukraine said
it's going to be a war of attrition there.
Not today.
But speaking of war or the potential of, and definitely a conflict here. We do have big trouble in Little China, maybe Little China being Taiwan in this case. And Nancy Pelosi, leader of the House of Representatives. She is the number 3 person. Wow, where you get that from? She's the number 3 person in line for leadership in America, right? Like,
right.
If something happened to Joseph Robinette Biden and Kamala Davy Harris, then Nancy, I don't know your last name, Pelosi, or middle name Pelosi, would be the president of the United States. She, this morning, has touched down in Taiwan, and that has China pissed. For weeks, they've been like, "Bitch, don't come here." Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing: unless y'all want to, it's like China drew a line. It was like, so for those who don't know, Taiwan is it's an island it's an island nation off of the Chinese coast, and
China want it back. China want it back.
Well, they declared independence from China.
Right. It's the same thing with Ukraine. It's the same situation,
and it's something that China has never really recognized. Well, I don't even want to say never really, does not recognize. And the majority of the world, the free world, has backed Taiwan. And but whenever you address Taiwan as an independent nation, China's like, "All right, bitch, y'all ain't getting no socks for 3 months."
Yep.
Like,
look on the bottom of your fucking cabinet. Ain't gonna be no made in China, bitch.
Yeah, like I think so as a result of Nancy Pelosi landing there for the next few years, all of our fortune cookies are gonna say, "Fuck your future, nigga." Yeah. It's just lucky number -3.
Yeah, you ain't getting shit. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, They mad. They mad, man. They are very mad about
Okay,
it.
so I have to be culturally appropriate because we are Savage AF and facts
That was
matter.
Japanese.
Ninjas are Japanese. It's all good.
But it still looks cool.
It is, yeah.
And you know what? As soon as she landed, somebody jumped out the weeds and did this.
I do want some of that ninja smoke.
Yeah.
That I could just, man, you know how many places I would just be like, oh, that's cool. Just get the fuck out of there.
Pedro, can I move into your place? I mean, we had a good night last night, and I'm the prettiest white girl you ever been with. Really?
Bye.
But no, I mean, Nancy Pelosi's over there starting some shit.
Well, okay, so
unintentionally.
No. I think unabashedly, like just one of those, like, and even like it's to the point where even like Mitch McConnell, bitch McConnell, the most evil turtle in the shell. And Maya Baker, by the way, says if something happens to her, it was a calculated hit. But even bitch McConnell is like, no, she should go there, and we should be supporting this. And fuck China, they can't tell us where to go. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but this is a normal thing. This is a normal thing, and China's just basically using this to start some beef. Be real with you. This is something that happens. They do it all the time, and now that they in their feelings, they feeling real Drake. And I think anything bitch McConnell's doing it, so hopefully we can get this bitch set up and killed. You know, that because that's what I think it is. He's like, of course you can go over there. And she's like, really, Mitch? Okay then. And then guess what? Dead. Poof.
Well, China has started running some, military drills and missile tests while she's in the area. It's just kind of like when the group of black people march past those white people's houses, and the husband and wife were out there like, get up!
Yeah.
I was like, back up.
And they didn't go to jail.
That's for an 80-year-old woman, by the way.
Is she 80?
Nancy Pelosi's like 80, 81, dog. Bro. She's from back in the day.
What is
Phenom Brown says, remember back in the day when items, knickknacks, and doodads used to say made in Taiwan? Yeah, man. It was part of the Chinese Communist Party, and I can't remember. I can't quite remember. It was like at the end of one of the war, or there was a civil war or some shit, and Taiwan was like, nah, dog, we out.
Yeah, deuces.
And China was like, you can't leave me. And now they've been a stalker boyfriend.
And China's like, we're together forever. Ever. No, I don't want to do the bad Chinese voice. And
I mean, your name is Shang, though. So there's got to be.
That's after my pop. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you have any.
Hernandez.
Well, I can make Mexican and Spanish jokes.
That's true. I can too. No, I think that the thing about it
Mexican,
is,
by the way.
He's not Mexican. He's Honduran. It's different. He's not. But oh wow, people are going. Wait a minute. Let's see. LOL. Saw Nancy Pelosi going to be on RuPaul drag. Wow.
On RuPaul drag queen voting, but can't get shit done here. Hey, is she?
You know what?
Is she really going to be a?
No. Well,
is she going to be a judge on
maybe?
Drag queen? Really?
But she's got to be real careful over there, because the bottom line is she could say some shit to set them off. And one, we're not going to have a conventional war with China. That's not going to fucking happen. But
Xi Jinping doesn't want that.
Yeah, but because
Putin
he
doesn't want that either.
But what they do have going on, they have a bunch of shit going on in their country too. What we will have is an economic war, because they can go hard to paint with us. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I'm like, yo, China, bring it on, bitch.
Well, that the interesting part is that now that I'm about to say it, maybe it's just dawning on me that maybe this is part of Nancy Pelosi's calculation, is this chip bill, which we haven't actually talked much about, or maybe not even at all.
No, we haven't talked about it, but it's very important.
But basically, Congress is planning on putting hundreds of billions of dollars into semiconductor and chip manufacturing in America domestically, because one thing we've learned during the pandemic, and as a result of other economic conditions and sort of geopolitical conditions, is that we're heavily dependent on China and a supply chain for these chips for AI and the electric cars and all kinds of other cell phones and everything. So, and we outsourced that years ago, and we're going to bring a lot of that production
back, and that could be pissing China off too, because that could be part of it. But guess what?
But then it's also like, if we know that we're about to start making our own chips here, maybe now you skip out, you stand outside of China's doorstep, on Taiwan, like, yeah, bitch, we got our own chips now.
Yo, we don't need your chips.
Maybe there's that bit of vibrato there.
You know what? Fuck you and a bag of chips.
Yeah, Nancy's pulling her dick out.
Okay, but the thing is, with China, even if we do that, okay, which we do need, I don't know why America hasn't been doing that shit anyway. It's fucking stupid that we shouldn't make the chips here. China still could really dig in our ass because we borrowed tons of money from China, and they can get us. Wow, Ninja Japanese is Ninja? No,
Ninja's Japanese. Who's a Chinese assassin? Carolina Boss. You should get into your old kung fu movies, dog. Watch the 5 Deadly Venoms, man.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
You know what I'm saying? Get in there, bro. Them Shaolin monks, man. They'll kill you quick, bro. So yeah, man. Maybe that's part of it, but America is about to start producing its own chips, on a greater scale, and therefore we will be less dependent. But maybe this is like one of those things. Like, maybe you don't. Maybe the globe shouldn't have put so much of its, as I think it was. Who said it earlier? Maybe Maya Baker, who called them, knickknacks and doodads, or maybe it was Phenom Brown. Sorry, but maybe we shouldn't have given all the knickknacks and doodads to the communist totalitarian regimes that have child labor and sweatshops and all this other shit, and keep some of that production domestic. But American corporations don't want to pay Americans what it costs to live in America, so they'd rather do child pennies to die in a factory so that we can buy,
then pay for it here.
And also,
price. Even with the chip, even though Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats want to do this chip, the chips to be made here, 42 Republicans were for the pact, but there were Republicans that voted against it. Just voted, and they gotta still fight to get that done. And Nancy Pelosi's over there in Taiwan right now, just
yo, he got that's 5 Deadly Venoms for you, go. Get it in there. I stand close to walls like number 4 the lizard. And yes, both Jet Li and Donnie Yen would fuck this whole show up real quick, Miss Treehead there. So I know what you mean. And Carolina Boss, you're right. Anybody else want to see some dope kung fu Chinese fighting shit?
On Netflix, and Ip Man 1 and 2. Number 3, they get a little silly. Number 4, when him fight Mike Tyson, I went, okay,
yeah,
enough.
It was
enough. I get it. Now I get it. It's like, it's like, come on, man, come on. It was bad, but I do admit that if we could get the chip done, the pact done, and use abortion rights against the Republicans, they will lose bad. Even when Pelosi, fucks the monkey over there, and you know what? Because they're already training right now. I'm telling you, fighting on the wall.
Look good. Hey, stand close to the wall. Like number 4 the lizard. That's a dope movie, by the way. I always love that one. All right, guys, we're gonna keep it pushing. Plenty to talk about today. And we're gonna keep it moving. And as we do, we get in depth here. Okay,
it's something like
peace. But Lester Holt goes in, but he never quite asks questions like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
All right, man. So one thing we haven't mentioned, because I really don't know the details of it, but we do know that like Cassidy Hutchinson has been called in, and she's America's newest darling and sweetheart. She's saved America with her composure and testimony, but it was valuable and highly necessary. She was a former aide to Mark Meadows, who was Trumpty Dumpty's chief of staff. She was a star witness during the January 6th hearings that will continue next month. But she was subpoenaed by the Department of Justice. That's your boy Merrick Garland, right? Who we get on over here. We're like, what the fuck?
No, he's a bitch. He's still a bitch. He's still got bitch-like qualities.
Well, no. But in that we find out
he backstrokes in his little lap bitch pool.
We find out that the Department of Justice is investigating Trumpty Dumpty. So something is going on over there regarding Trumpty Dumpty. We'll see what it is. But
you are so optimistic.
That's not even optimism.
That is optimism. He's not going nowhere.
Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait.
Okay,
I'm just waiting to see. That's all.
And you know why? You know why they did that with her? They had to. They subpoenaed her because she got a knock at the door.
Hey, yeah, falafel outside. But what he did come out and definitively state today is that the Department of Justice is actually suing the state of Idaho. Ladies, get this. Over your vagina. That's right. They're saying that Idaho's anti-abortion laws are unconstitutional. I think this case will eventually get up to the Supreme Court again. But this is the Department of Justice, and specifically Merrick Garland, as an attorney general, taking action against a specific state over their anti-Roe laws, anti-abortion laws.
Well, I mean, I think that they've been waiting. They've been waiting. Like Idaho's been waiting. In fact, this little potato motherfucker, the mascot.
That potato has
been waiting for. Oh, we can overturn abortion for women. Oh, party time.
Mm-hmm. Now, Treehead says something ain't enough. But we'll see. We'll see what the something is. Maybe it is.
Well, you know what? Also, there's been.
I think that's in regards to Donald Trump, but
no, pertaining to Donald Trump, but pertaining to abortion rights. Right now, there have been women picketing and marching in Idaho, and saying, there you got the people that are like stop abortion now, and then you got the people that are saying abortion legal. But there's a lot more people than they thought want abortion to be legal and abortion, the Roe versus Wade, to be kind of back in effect. I don't know how they're going to put it back in effect, but it's a little bit more equal in Idaho than they thought. Mm-hmm. And so it was a pressure from that I think that pressured the DOJ to say, yeah, we got to do something. So it wasn't just out of the good conscience they did this shit, Pedro. It was they're getting pressure because these motherfuckers is in the streets.
And Ms. Adverbs is saying all of them are unconstitutional, meaning all of these states. I think that have enacted these anti-abortion laws in the light of the court's ruling on Roe, or reversal of Roe, I should say. But this seems like a place to start. DOJ is going specifically though after Idaho, and
well, I mean, Idaho.
Let's see how that potato peels, Hey,
I like that joke. Let me tell you something though. I think that it's going to be the first of many, many lawsuits, because right now women are hitting the streets, and I know you people in the feed know that women are hitting the streets, and they're not playing. This is actually different. This is all over the country. This is not just Idaho, Montana, Alabama, New Orleans. They're all over, women are in the streets. So I'm waiting to see what happens. And I'm down for women, okay? Because I like women. I want women to win. I'm on your side. But the bottom line is you're gonna have to stay on it. You can't. Women are gonna have to be more outspoken than men, I think. And I think men need to be outspoken. But you're gonna have to stay in the streets, keep it going. And I think, and wow, we got some. Idaho is trying to increase the population so they can be relevant. Right now, they are at less than 100,000.
In the whole state, Jesus Christ, who's picking the potatoes? All right, man.
They fly niggas in Mexico.
No. It's immigrant workers, migrant workers. Idaho Statesman says that's where I'm getting is some information for y'all from. For those who are wondering exactly what the kind of Idaho law is even about, it says Idaho's abortion trigger law, which is set to take effect this month, violates a federal law that requires hospitals receiving Medicare funding to provide necessary stabilizing treatment to patients experiencing a medical emergency, according to the lawsuit, which was filed in Idaho's federal court Tuesday. It goes on to say, if a patient comes into the emergency room with a medical emergency jeopardizing the patient's life or health, the hospital must provide the treatment necessary to stabilize that patient. This includes abortion, if that is the necessary treatment.
Okay.
Now, again, I think the one thing to kind of latch onto there is these are for hospitals receiving Medicare, which is federal funding. So this is where the feds have the power and the flex to step in. It's like, oh, if you're getting money from us, you're going to spend it like this.
Period.
And I guess in this case, that is the good part of capitalism. It's like, no. Some of this money is for vagina.
I sent you to the store. I sent you to the store to buy cigarettes, not candy.
And you came back.
And you came back with candies.
Nope.
So now or later, I'm going to beat your ass.
No, now and later.
And later. So make
they're actually called now and laters, which is the worst ass whooping you're gonna get is one now and later. Or if there's a halftime in your ass whooping, ooh, that's a
you never know. You never know when a ninja will jump out
and then vanish. Oh yes, leave you just coughing and shit.
Okay, but end of the day I wanted to ask, and anybody in the feed, if you know, does that provision include incest or rape? Because I think that should count too. They should, if they're gonna sue them, they should sue them pertaining to that, because they're saying it like, just like we talked about it before. So a 10-year-old girl gets raped by a fucking a relative. I don't give a fuck who does it, and you just make her have a baby, or you make these that she's been raped, or it's incest or anything like that. I don't get that.
To be honest, the other thing with this lawsuit, it's not really even addressing that scenario, right? That's really
what I'm saying. That should be in the lawsuit.
But but this is like, this is about the medical necessity of it in light of danger to the mother's life, the pregnant woman's life. So this is just like, hey, this pregnancy is going to kill this woman. You have to give her an abortion. Versus, hey, this is a child who was raped, and why are you making her have a baby? This lawsuit isn't even addressing the latter. You know what I mean? It's it's one thing at a time. You know what I mean? And again, this is all based on the actual flex that the DOJ has, right? Like, they can't just go around suing frivolously for no reason or without precedent or power. It's there is a procedure that they have to follow. But this is like, okay, you're getting Medicare money, then we tell you how to spend it. You don't decide, and the state legislature doesn't decide that either. Treehead says Idaho is very conservative. They have a lot of hippie type communities and a lot of Californians who have landed there. So, well, no, maybe it's one of those states that is changing and it'll get purplish or whatever.
All I know is that the potatoes are losing their mind now, because they didn't think that would happen, because the DOJ has been on a slow roll, but now they seem like they're stepping it up a little bit. They also sued Texas, so they've sued Texas. And they're suing Idaho. I'm telling you, this is the first of a bunch of lawsuits, and I'm hoping that they sue. I'm hoping they sue every single one of these backward trailer park every booger bitch ass places, because they don't get it. It's like the one woman the girl that was 10 years old, she went from Ohio to
Indiana. And neither are places you really want to be.
Right. And Ohio.
I'm a Michigander. I know.
Yeah. Ohio and Indiana. I mean, yeah, because Toledo's what? Butt up against Detroit.
That's kind of like where you're bringing up sensitive stuff now, man. That's where Michigan and Ohio's kind of rivalry started. Is they actually had a war over Toledo. And Ohio lost because they ended up with Toledo. But no,
no, Toledo's okay. Hold up, Toledo's okay. No, it's not. No, I'm lying. No, it's not. But I've also done shows in Detroit, and they got some work to do. But the point, so you got a Facebook user, they got work. No, Detroit got some major overhaul. And all I know is you drinking that
government poisoned my community with crack cocaine,
and also and water. How about that? They
Detroit's water was fine.
I'm saying
fine as it's gonna be.
Fine as it's gonna be, but I'm saying that Michigan in general can kiss my ass if they don't fucking fix it. And it's not just Flint. I don't know why people. I just watched a documentary about the shit. It's other places in Michigan that have it bad. It's just Flint had it the worst because more kids got sick in Flint than other places. But aside from that, Idaho, you said it's conservative. Of course it's conservative. But again, even conservative women are like, you can't tell me what to do with my pussy. There's even conservative women that are saying that.
There's a few women out there who are like, my vagina is the Lord's. And should he bless it with the seed, whether it's through donkey rape or some kind of civil war situation in which a faction of enemies come in and just take over my body, well, then let the Lord do his will.
And nothing, they need to save the little baby.
The potatoes are mashing themselves. By the way, anybody looking for a job, Carolina Boss says Idaho potato pickers getting $35 an hour. That's $1,400 a week. Put it in your pocket, y'all. And guess what? Free fries. Okay. We're gonna keep it pushing, man, because we gotta end this one, guys. It's can't stay here forever as much as we want to.
Unfortunately for you guys.
So as we keep it pushing, we're gonna push like
it. Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another popping to let you know what's popping.
Pedro,
I'm out of alcohol. Right. Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping and let you know what's popping, man. Well, Shane, you just a moment ago mentioned, I think you call them backwood booger breath bitches.
Yes, backward trailer park booger bitches.
Backward trailer park booger breath bitches. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave out their residency.
Yes, you have to. But, very important. Very important.
But speaking of some
got it.
Backward trailer park booger breath bitches, one of them got his just desserts recently. Oh, let me put this up real quick. The guy on the left in the I'm kind of wearing a matching color shirt with him. That's awkward. But the guy in the blue shirt, it's not quite turquoise.
It's not turquoise. That's more of
that's a light blue. That's a Carolina blue.
Yeah.
A kakalaka. And
the two little whores on the side. Well, who are
those? Those are his daughters.
Yeah, they're whores.
But this guy, his name is Guy. If you're French, Guy Refit was sentenced to 7 years. Good old lucky number, but 7 years in prison. And this is the longest sentence so far. We've seen. I think 4 years was the longest before this.
4 years was the longest, and then this guy. There's two other people they said they'll probably get 7 to 8.
Yeah. So, but this is he's the new record holder for the moment.
For now, I'm number one. No, yeah. I'm 7. Yeah.
But he's getting 7 years, and he did storm the Capitol. He had on tactical gear, a helmet, and a handgun,
and ninja gear.
Right, this has all been proven in court. By the way,
I'm sorry I'm milking the ninja thing.
No, I get it, man, I get it. But and he kind of looked like a really out of shape ninja, like Chris Farley.
Chris Farley when that was a horrible movie.
And this was, turns out to be a horrible day for him. But
Seven.
it's also one of those things. I'm gonna go back to the family real quick and leave it up. That's his wife next to him in the whatever that is, purplish lavender thing, tank top. When your wife wears a wife beater, you know what I'm saying? What does that say about the family? But she got out in front of the reporters in DC after he was being sentenced or had been sentenced, and was like, went on some rant about how he's a upstanding man who's, sticks to his word and yada, 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 and ended her speech with, basically, I'm going back to Texas and y'all can go to hell. And then she walked off. So, okay. But what was also interesting is that his daughters, or as Shang would call them, the co-chairs of Junior Whores of America,
Total
their message to the public was that if their dad is getting 7 years, then the man responsible for it, Donald Trump, should be in jail for life. Now look at them little Girl Scout cookies right there. And these look like the perfect candidates to be molested by a guy like Trump. You know what I mean? Like, you almost look like my daughter.
Yeah.
You remind me of Ivanka so much. But when they, as deluded as and convoluted as their minds must be from living in a Capitol Stormer household, an orc colony.
In fact, that's him right in the front.
He's the one under the flag.
Yeah.
But for them to kind of call it out as like, well, if my dad is culpable and liable for this much time in jail for his actions, then the motherfucker will put this shit together and stir him up and convince my grown ass dad, who should have more goddamn common sense than this, to go down there with a gun. Then whoever did that should go into jail for life. And right. I'm like, okay, go ahead, little mama. You're still stupid, but
do you think 7 is enough?
It seems like for his actions, yes.
I don't know.
I think there's not a life sentence thing, whatever. But you'd like to see 5 to 10 years for a lot of these, like people who went in there with weapons or whatever. Like,
well, no, there was 2 people that actually were hoarding guns, and they found them in hotels in Virginia that they were going to bring over as the insurrection was going on. Those 2 that showed up with guns, they should get 10 years.
Treehead said the mom looks like she sucks her daughter's boyfriend's dicks on the low. And she put an S on dicks, like it's been an ongoing thing, multiple times.
Not 1 dick, not 2 dicks.
Jeffrey,
not 3 dicks.
Brian, what was the other kid's name? Sanderson, whatever.
Sanderson, yeah. Chander. All I know is that I think that it's supposed to be 7 to 10 years. He got the low end because it's supposed to be 7 to 10 years, and also an insurrection or sedition, you're supposed to get 10. I don't know why they're giving them 7.
Hey. We're lucky they haven't been given a house and a mule, 40 acres and a mule.
No,
that was our shit.
Yeah, it's to me, I still go, it's still sucker shit. I mean, his whole family looks like they probably kicked a black baby. I
love how the son in the middle is like, I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. I'm wearing a mask.
I don't like none of
He's
these.
Like, I know my mom and sister are sucking the same dick, and I don't want any of it in my nose.
Yeah. He looks like, as soon as I can leave home, I'm out of here.
I'm out here, man. He's the shooter. He's the fucking shooter.
He's the shooter. But I mean, do you think that, and everybody in the feed, because it was wild, I looked up on the feed, we got 7. It said 7 comments. Yeah, look, treason equals death. Goddamn, Breezy JJ.
She's like, raise the gallows.
Every dick on each side of the Mississippi. Wow.
Oh, the mom.
But no, I do like what the daughter said. It's futile bullshit. But guess what?
They look like the parents that let the kids party with their friends at the house, and they bartend. And then that's how mom gets the dicks.
Yeah.
And then dad sits in the corner and just watches.
Mom, where'd you hide the E? Like they really do look like. But I mean, you know what? End of the day, people say we're lucky we get something. 7 years, he could definitely be, sexually raped at least 4 or 5 times. So in 7 years, I'm hoping once a year at least he gets like, the knock on the cell door. You know what time it is, don't you? I don't know why I did a black voice.
Put him with the Aryan Nation, and he's going to come out as son of anarchy.
Yeah,
it's going to be worse.
And he's going to be, yeah, I was in there. So what?
I think it was American Me or whatever. We all saw it. Prison's just a training ground for criminals.
Oh, but by the way, that's it. That's his best role, by the way. I actually enjoyed that movie. I just thought it was. I loved the black teacher that played Hawk. What is his name? The one that beat me out for gargoyles. So fuck him.
I know you're talking about. I don't know his name though, but
does anybody know the black actor that
bald-headed dude?
Bald-headed dude.
Played
Hawk. I auditioned 5 times for Gargoyles, the show, and Avery something, I think his name is. And he beat me out for it because he's a bigger name. But I was going to be the voice of the lead character on the animation Gargoyles. But I ended up getting Cartoon Network, and I did the interstitials for Star Wars for Yoda. So if y'all ever listen to that on the Star Wars, that's me doing Yoda.
Yeah, man. Killed it.
$750.
Yes, sir. Still spending that money.
I still got that money coming in. Plus, I just got a residual recently. Don't want to brag. I don't know if you noticed or not, Pedro. I get residuals $1.34. Fuck with me, ladies. Put your pussy on the table because daddy's bringing home the money.
I got decimals in my money, yo.
All right, so
get us up out of here, Shane.
I wanted to say before we get up out of here, I wanted y'all to get up on the downstroke of making sure that you click this little thing called IG. Follow at Black Pedro, and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Yeah. Like and subscribe our channel. And when you do like and subscribe to the channel, the best thing you could do for you and your family, your friends, your side pieces is do this. Click the bell. Ding. That's all I'm saying. Ding, ding. And my Shangry for today is I'm like, how in the wide world of fuckery do these motherfuckers in the Senate and Congress still got a job after the shit they done said? What?
Before you really get into it, I just wanted to Matt Baker, Avery Brooks.
I said, I didn't know his last yet. He beat me. You know what? Fuck him. Because I would have been the voice of Gargoyle, 13 episodes, very mad. They said I got it. He got it. And then this motherfucker came in and became the lead of Gargoyle. So my thing is how the fuck does anybody in the Senate have a job? How anybody in Congress have a job? Because they flat out said that Biden is not president, and they also were part of the insurrection. I saw this right here, and I agree with her 1,000%. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the Democrats across the country, and I agree with them, are calling for Republican lawmakers that were involved in the January 6th and should be expelled from Congress. They shouldn't be there at all. What are you talking about? But they shouldn't even be around. Well, I'm not going nowhere, niggers. But no, they should. What the fuck do they got to do to get kicked out of Congress? And by the way, here are some of the fucking pictures of these cunts. Look at the pictures.
Let me move the banner so we can see the bottom row of bucket fucks. There you go.
Look at these bucket fucks. Look at all these bucket fucks that actually were part of the insurrection, that condoned the insurrection, that voted and said that that Biden shouldn't be president, and yet they still got a fucking job. What do you got to do to get fired from this fucking job? Kick a kitten? Just fucking punt a kitten? Or maybe a puppy? Grab a puppy, boom, kick a puppy. What the fuck you got to do? Kick a kid, push an old crippled person down some steps in a wheelchair? I don't know. Maybe set them on fire first.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. What the fuck do they? How in the wide world of fuck are they still got a job? I mean, if Pedro go to his
White.
job and they white. That's what it is. They white. They shouldn't have a fucking job. When they flat out said it, you saw them say it. You see them fist bump when they're walking into the thing. Actually propping up these fucking people that were part of the insurrection and saying,
and then running like a bitch.
And then running like a bitch.
Oh, they in the building?
Running like a bitch. Yeah. All of these people that did that, anybody that you've seen in the video, they should. I mean, what the fuck do they got to do to get fired? Punch a baby? I mean, this is
a white baby.
A white baby. Let's be clear, because if it was a black baby,
they punch black babies.
They punch black babies. So I'm saying all of these cunt sticks, all of these people here, all of these evil motherfuckers, they absolutely, I don't know. That was a good kick. That was good. I'm saying he got under that one. That one's gone. I'm saying to y'all, I'm asking y'all, why in the wide world of fuck do they still have a job? And I agree. I see the Republicans, the Republican gang, the Wiggers. Wow.
I think that's Jay Keller, man.
That's Jay Keller. I'm letting y'all know right now. If I ever get a regular job again, I'm gonna do some buck wild shit and wish they would fire me. I think that Pedro should go and start smacking bitches. Yeah. Hey, you want some more butter on your toast? No. And still want your job, because if you can get away with being an insurrectionist and still have your job, if you can be a Marjorie Taylor Greene and still say the fucking crazy shit, harass other people, and she actually harassed the fucking all the women up there, knocking on their door, talking shit to them, you should be fired. Period. The end. That's it. You can rape and make SCOTUS. That's
the misadverb there. She also said, oh wait, this is one. You can collect a bunch of babies in the name of God, and then women's right to make it to SCOTUS. That's an ACB reference. We know.
Bam. And you can punch a baby. No, I mean, right. Wow, Will Smith did it. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do none of that shit without being fired. And you want to bring up Will Smith. I think Will Smith he actually apologized for the video out, and guess what? Chris said, I'm past that shit. I don't fuck you and your apology.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that about Chris. By the way, if you want to see a very funny interview, watch Heart to Heart with Kevin Hart and Chris Rock. Very funny.
There you
very
go.
Funny. Chris Rock was killing it. Big ups to Chris Rock. Big up to Eddie Comics. Big up to Pedro for his special getting good numbers and people digging it. Making sure y'all watch it. Black and Pedro on YouTube. Make sure you check us out live. We're going to be getting up out of here, but I want to let y'all know, check us out live if you're in the Tucson area. Boom, bam, we're going to be at The Rock, and Pedro will be selling smiles after this show.
Yes.
And Rob Rodriguez will be selling ice cream and pussy. He looks
and
like
nickel bags of fun.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he played backup for Lakeside.
That's a bass player if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that is right there. So make sure you check us out live. Also going to be at the Comedy Chateau working on my Colbert set. I am going to get on Colbert. I believe it in my heart. When they request you, it makes you feel positive. So I'm hoping I can do it right. I'll be there this weekend on the 8/5 at 10 p.m., 8/7 at 7:30, and 8/12 and 13. I'll be there at 7:30 p.m. at the Comedy Chateau. Yes, I will. And you might not know what this poster is. That's the movie Nope. But I figured I'd change it. Dope. Did you see that movie before we go?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
No, I haven't seen it. I heard good and bad. I heard it was good and bad. First half bad, second half good. But I like him. So, all right. Hey, check this out.
Tomorrow we'll be back.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow we're going to check you out. And make sure you tell all your friends to check us out live on the show, and check the show out when you see what's scrolling down there on the YouTube. If you do that, you'll be a better person. And guess what? An angel will have a strong orgasm if you end up doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Angel come, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. That's what rain is.